I remember when Santa brought a snowball. Well, when I was a little older, I was told the real and more interesting version of the story. No one had wanted him, and the pet store cut his price down. If they didn't sell him by the end of the week, they'd have to get rid of him. Everyone who remembers Snowball will still say that he acted more like a human being than a canine, but then again, they say that's the special thing about Old English sheepdogs. As we grew up together, he became more of an older brother than a pet. I didn't want to imagine life without him by my side. Before I left for college last summer, I sat down with my dog. After 12 years, his elderly body was now weakened with age. The car was packed, and my dad was ready to start our 6-hour journey to Pittsburgh. But I somehow knew that this would be the last time that I would feel Snowball's massive head on my lap. So I wanted to make the most out of this goodbye. 2 months later, I got the phone call that I had foreseen coming. My family had all said their final goodbyes to Snowball, the same goodbye that I had secretly said before I got in my dad's truck that day. I occasionally would see him in my dreams, but not as I most recently remember him. He was a young dog again. He wasn't fighting arthritis or resting his body. He was beautiful. It was how I wanted to remember him. A month after that, I got a very different type of phone call. According to my parents, we had a new addition on the way. Frosty, the bumbling Old English sheepdog puppy. He was due to join our family a few weeks before I was home for break. And everyone was so excited that I hid my disappointment. I just wasn't ready to move on yet. So when I got home on that first night of break, I wasn't entirely upset that Frosty had already gone to bed. When I fell asleep in my own bed that night, I had another dream about Snowball, but this one was different. He wasn't bouncing around like a regular dog. He was slowly walking by my side like an old friend. He then looked up at me and, in a lucid language, told me that this was indeed our true final goodbye. The goodbye that I was forced to prematurely say that last summer. He told me there was no use grieving for what has passed. Instead, I was to look forward to the joys of the future. I woke up as he bounded away from me. I haven't dreamed of him since. I sat down with the puppy that morning, on the same rug that Snowball was on that summer day. Here was little Frosty, his body the same size as Snowball's head, sitting in my lap so full of life. And suddenly, I understood. I have come to understand that tearful goodbyes are inevitable, but Snowball's passing has taught me something of far greater importance. That saying goodbye always leads to saying hello, and that these are the greetings that open doors in life.